Did Mayans MC get it right about outlaw motorcycle clubs? With Sons of Anarchy being such a smash in biker culture, I did a video on my perspective on it from someone who has earned a diamond myself for a 1% club in real life. And I talked about what was on point and what was far-fetched. And I talked about Charlie Hunnam actually meeting up with a Hells Angels member, Chill Will, to really get the Jax Teller character on point. Now, naturally, with the Mayans being the rival to the Sons of Anarchy, I think to myself, are they supposed to be the Mongols or the Vagos, since Jax is playing like a pseudo Hell's Angel? My gut says the Mongols, and one of the actual characters on the Mayan show was actually affiliated. I'm not going to put them on blast, but let me know in the comments, what show did you like better, Sons of Anarchy or Mayans? I'm going to tell you about some of the experiences I had and things on the Mayans that I seen that I think is accurate. Let's get into it. Welcome to Demons Row. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening. Now let's talk about the Mayans MC. Did they get it right? I'm going to say that they did. The only thing I'm going to say that I think was kind of far-fetched was the involvement with the cartels. If the clubs were distributing straight from the border like that, there would be some DA that would do everything in their power to have those vests hanging up on TV for that press conference for the biggest RICO in United States history. Because make no mistake about it, if they was to tie clubs with the cartel, that's what it would be. They RICO clubs for way less, unless the CIA or the feds are protecting the whole situation, then it's possible. But I will lean more towards good TV. Now, I'm going to keep it real. I'm super impartial because two of the characters on the Mayans are actually people I'm friends with. Frankie Loyal, that's Hank, and Joseph Lucero, who's Creeper. Now, one thing about this show that I think is awesome is that the actors, you don't see actors hanging out in the actual community that they played in the movie. If you're in California, you already know this, but for the people out of the state, these brothers ride in real life. And there are so many bike events, and Joseph does a lot with the changes possible. I missed out riding with him. I got really sick when I was in California, and I had to go back to New York. But when I was out there, they did a big charity ride. It would have been fun to go on the run with him, but we'll do it another time, definitely in the future. But Frankie and Joseph were not using stuntmen to ride. They ride everywhere. Frankie used to show up to film on the bike and leave on the bike, and a lot of other actors were like, damn, bro, you really like coming here with the bike and all that. Like, he was really moving like a real biker. But these dudes is out there with the clubs, their act. As far as their characters, I can relate to this way more than Sons of Anarchy. Being Latino myself, I'm Puerto Rican. The vibe was just more my style. The dynamic with the club brotherhood, I feel like it was very accurate. And even their wars were very Mongols, Hells Angels like to me. I didn't like that Marcus Alvarez, played by Emilio Rivera, wasn't the main character. I was looking forward to that. And even if you wanted Easy to be the Jax of the show, Padrino should have been the OG all throughout. He was, but he wasn't in the script enough. And when they first launched Mayans, I was excited for his character to have that top spot. I thought this was prime for him to have his breakout performance as a lead. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me on that. And what do you think about Easy being the main character? Now, Clayton, who played Angel Reyes, his brother, was an awesome actor. He gave me a strong club vibe and that comedic side. One of my favorite characters on the show, though, was Coco. I actually have a small interview with Coco too. I'll link that in the description when I met up with the Mongols MC in Las Vegas. Shout the Niner out there. Coco in real life came from a gang background, so he's super believable. The way they showed his life problems, him being out his daughter's life, and then her needing him, that's part of the game that people don't talk about. People don't think about the dedication that some outlaw clubs expect from you. Many lose their wives, the love of their children, and Coco's character displayed how dysfunctional the lifestyle could be. Not every club is like this. That's why I say hang around for a long period of time and find that club and find out if that club will one day tell you F your kids. I'm going to tell you a personal experience. One time when I was a nomad, I've never told this story before. I get a call and the president tells me, I need you to meet one of the chapter's presidents and escort them to Delaware. So to get on my bike and ride with them all the way to Delaware. He wanted me to ride from Connecticut to Delaware. So I asked him when, and he said this Friday. So I tell him this Saturday is my son's birthday party. I can't miss it. So he got mad We had a little back and forth. So I called the brothers that needed the assistance and I asked them if they felt unsafe, because if they feel unsafe, then, I got to figure it out. And they were like, nah, why? So I said, Prez said you needed an escort. I got my son's birthday this Saturday. They tell me it's fine. So I called the Prez and I spoke to him. So I call up the president and he says, I want you to go anyway. So I just let him know, like, listen, I don't know what you on, but I'm going to the party, bro. And he was pissed off. I didn't give a shit. So a couple weeks later, people are telling me, oh, they said you didn't have the brothers back. And it turns out that that's not really your son. So let me give you some perspective here. This is my girl's son. He's been living with me and around me since he was a baby. He's like 8 at the time. He never seen his father. I have fed and clothed him for the majority of his life. And you, as a so-called brother, is going to say that that's not really my kid? Like, that cut deep. Like, that's real disrespect. And that's not brotherhood. On top of that, they always push family first. If I was in one of these clubs that they're running like the mafia and I took an oath and said, you are my family first, then I signed up for that. And that's what I have to abide by. But I did not sign up for that. And nobody's in danger. There wasn't real help needed. So I'm just supposed to look cool for people that don't give a shit about me. I'm good. But always know what you signed up for. Now, one of my other favorite characters was Danny Pino. He played Miguel Galindo. Did an awesome job. He was a cartel leader on this show. But I don't like, at a certain point, he was like super dominant. And then at some point, they made him subservient to a female boss that was literally like a dwarf. I feel like that was some DEI at play. I'm tired of the whole Hollywood pushing these female bosses like females run hard in the streets. I'm sorry, they don't. The street does not care about inclusivity. That little chick wouldn't even speak up in real situations like that. That shit is a psyop. Women are not running in these streets like TV is showing you. So if you some young chick watching this, do not get any ideas because you will get hurt on these streets. Now, Michael Irby's character, Bishop, he annoyed me. He reminded me of everything that I hate about the culture. Not him personally, as a person. I mean his character. That character he played, those people, they're all gun-ho when they're president of the club. But when they're not in a position of power, everything is doom and gloom. Like the position completes them. If you're in a club or if you've ever been in one, you know people like this. That little president patch makes some dudes feel like Superman. It's so lame. Like they have to have a title to feel relevant. I never needed that shit. That big fish in a small pond shit. There's a whole world out here. I'm trying to dominate in the world on the big stage. I was always a sergeant of arms, but that never made me feel special. So much so that when I went nomad, I was turning down positions left and right. Let me tell you something about some of the best brothers in every club are the ones that don't want the position. I think a president should almost be forced by the members to become a president because those who are capable know what that responsibility holds and don't want to do it because they know they're going to have to run things a certain way and not the lazy way, and it's going to be a lot of time, a lot of things they're going to have to go through. Those that are fighting for those positions ruin clubs. Think about everybody you know that's fought for those positions and how the club was after that whole struggle. I've seen it myself. Now, Easy, the main character, being an informant and giving info on the club. We saw it in Black Rain when Ruben Doc Cavazos did the same thing to the Mayans MC. But what happened to Easy didn't happen to Doc. The way the whole series ended, I didn't like it. It seemed like out of nowhere. There was a build, but the final scene with everyone taking a poke at Easy kind of gave me Julius Caesar vibes. Like they went for that ending. But overall, I like the Mayans better than Sons of Anarchy. Now, I will say, Jax is a better frontline babyface that you could get behind. Easy did not make you pull for him. So I could see why people will like Sons more, because you could get behind Jax more. Overall, you want to talk about the bikes, hands down, the Mayans, fire bikes. Shout out to Dirtbags California. I know he made Coco's bike and one of the other ones. I'm not sure if it was Angel, but yeah, they had the best bikes. Sons of Anarchy couldn't compare. But the way they dress and move and ride, it was more real life club to me. What do you think? Let me know in the comments and get your Ghost and beanies now. They're in all colors. They're on www.mayans.com. www.demonsroad.com. I got another video where I review Sons of Anarchy. It'll be linked above. And thank you for tuning in to Demons Road TV, the holy grail of MC culture. Like, subscribe, and comment. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby.